Can I order something for you? Coffee? Or, as you're English, perhaps tea?
Thank you. That very strong coffee with the twist of lemon on the rim.
Espresso?
Could I take... it's called a double shot, I think. I've never met a private detective. I don't think I've ever spoken to any kind of policeman, in fact.
2 double shots of espresso, waiter?
So, Danny, Mr. Gunter, was right. You have been following him.
I've not been following him. Whatever he told you. The agency had no interest in him before earlier this morning. We had no idea he existed. Or you.
Then why are you here? At my hotel?
Mr. Daniel Gunther called at J.P. Morgan's bank on Madison and Wall Street at opening of business today. He was carrying a document that he said it might be in the bank's interest to purchase. It contained allegations of malfeasance by Mr. Morgan and others in the sinking of the White Star liner Titanic. I believe you wrote that document.
He was going to take it to a lawyer.
Did you write it?
I did, yes, but...
Is there a copy?
No.
You are a scam artist, Miss Hare. Mr. Morgan and his bank are frequent targets of confidence tricksters and extortionists. Immediately on believing an attempt was being made to blackmail them, they called my agency.
Blackmail?
You have made slanderous allegations against not only Mr. Morgan, but some of the most respected businessmen in the United States. Gunther, your accomplice, wanted money in exchange for that document. The bank hasn't decided whether to make this a police matter yet, but if it does...
Accomplice?
If they threw the book at you, well, that could be a 10 or 15-year stretch. But if you cooperate, I'm pretty sure the bank will go easy on you. You'll have to sign a statement, of course, that everything you wrote was mistakes or lies.
I'm not a liar.
Then you can write you were lied to by people who had an axe to grind against the company or thought they could steal money from it. I've brought pen and paper. Take your coffee.
Thank you.
What the... Come back here.
Miss Hare, what is it?
Stop her. Stop her from leaving. Miss Hare, come back!
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
You're awake. You know where you are?
I think I'm not sure.
Let her have a sip of water, nurse. You were hit by a streetcar 5 days ago.
5?
Do you remember that?
I think, yes.
Relax. The nurse will help you drink.
Why are those straps? Why am I tied down?
Drink.
This is the second hospital you've been in. Do you remember the first?
It's hazy.
They patched you up, made sure there were no internal injuries. There's a gash on your forehead. They were worried about that.
Can I see it?
The mirror, nurse.
Oh dear.
It could have been a lot worse.
So why am I the straps?
You were a difficult patient. Claimed people were after you, trying to silence you. Every time you came around, you talked nonstop. Got violent when they tried to calm you. When you came here, we thought it best you didn't harm yourself.
What kind of hospital is this? Why are there bars on the windows?
You think there are people in New York trying to harm you, yes? Maybe they're there to keep them out.
Or to keep me in? What was that?
We have patients with very serious problems.
What kind of a doctor are you? Is this Bellevue? On First Avenue?
How do you know about Bellevue?
It's a lunatic asylum.
This is a hospital for those who have a different view of what the rest of us see as reality. Hand me my notes, nurse. McBride. Here he is. You claim he had information about defects in the Titanic.
They killed him. The police in Red Hook will tell you.
We sent a telegram to the shipyard. No one of that name ever worked there.
Wait, no. No, his name wasn't McBride. Of course it wasn't. That's what he went by here. He was scared too. He knew what they would do to silence him.
Proof?
Edgar Swanson, a newspaper editor. He'll back me up. He has a safe, and inside that safe are newspaper articles, reports, copies of telegrams.
This would be him?
Suicide of respected editor. We regret to announce the death.
You mentioned his name when you were, we call them manic moods.
He has a safe. Inside it are the documents. The ones he showed me, I saw them. Let me out of these. I'll take you to them. I'll show them to the police.
You are under an involuntary committal order. I can't let you keep feeding this delusion.
Is Daniel Gunter a delusion?
Not at all. He's in the corridor. Nurse?
This is the woman I know as Emily, Dr. Yes. She pestered me about a story that got wilder and wilder. I went along with her because she clearly had some problems. I thought if she wrote it down, it might help her get her mental balance back.
No, you tricked me into writing it, and you sold it to J.P. Morgan's bank, and you told Pinkertons where to find me.
I'm really, really sorry it ended like this.
Doctor, please, listen. I'll try to stay calm. They're all in it together, don't you see? The bank, Pinkertons, him. They want to have people think I'm a crazy woman with a crazy story, but once I get out of here...
That can happen until you're cured.
I'm not ill.
Can I go now, Doctor? It's upsetting to see somebody like this.
You know the truth. One day you'll be forced to tell it.
You hear that? Sounds like a threat to me.
That will be all, Mr. Gunther. You may go. All I needed from you was a formal identification. You claim you came to New York because your fiancé, a man named Harold Arthur Evans, died on the ship. You found a discrepancy in the accounts of what the ship's band, of which he was a member, was playing as it went down. That file now, please, nurse. We have the names of all 8 of the band members. They all drowned. No Harold Arthur Evans. See for yourself.
He joined at the last minute. There might not have been time to do his paperwork, or they destroyed it. Yes, that's what they did. Made sure it could never be found.
You see what's happening here, Miss Hare? Every time I point out a flaw in your story, you find an explanation. Interesting, isn't it?
I point out the facts.
How many truths are there?
What?
Is there your truth and my
No,
truth?
no, there's only one truth.
I have documents to back mine up. I don't even know that Harold Arthur Evans ever existed. Can you prove he did?
There are photographs of him in my handbag. Photographs of us together.
We don't have your handbag. In the confusion of the accident, it disappeared.
The Pinkertons man must have taken it.
You're doing it again. When you get down to cases, we don't even know who you really are. Are you Emma Hare?
That despicable newspaper reporter confirmed it.
All he knows is that you call yourself by that name.
I have a passport, other papers.
In your handbag?
Oh.
Do even you know who you are? Could you prove it to yourself?
Let me go.
I told you you're going to have to stay in the restraints for the foreseeable future. I have to see my other patients. The nurse will stay with you. I want you to think about something while I'm gone. You read a lot about the Titanic when the news first came out.
Everybody did.
What if somehow you connected with it? The drama of it. The scale of the human tragedy which grabbed the imagination of the whole world.
A personal one in my case. The man I loved was on it.
Say he didn't exist. Say imagining he did made you part of it.
I am part of it. I never wanted to be, but I am.
And because it's the Titanic, you can keep on inventing things because the ultimate truth is at the bottom of the ocean.
The truth is here. In my head.
Nothing anyone can say can change that.
Never. Never. Never.
You'd write the same thing again. Make the same allegations if you get the chance.
And I'll write about how they tried to silence me. And how you helped them.
We'll see.
What did you say?
The doctor said we'll see, so be a good girl and try to sleep. You need to rest.
We'll see.
I won't give up on you, I promise. There are drugs now which can help. Mania, delusions, they're treatable with modern medicine. But you have to want to be cured. You have to want to get better.
I'm not sick.
Sleep now. The nurse will give you something to help. When you come around, start thinking about what I've said.
Don't you dare put that thing in my arm. My name is Emma Hare. My fiancé was Harold Arthur Evans. He was murdered on the Titanic, together with 1,500 other people, by a conspiracy involving some of the most powerful men in America. I was tricked into writing down all I know. That document was stolen from me, and I've been sent to Bellevue to keep me quiet.
You're not in Bellevue.
You said I was.
You asked if you were. I didn't answer.
Then where am I?
I have to go.
Where am I? What is this place?
It's a private sanatorium. Discreet. Exclusive. You'll have all the peace and quiet you need to recover here, however long it takes.
Who put me in here?
I need it.
The people I accused? The ones I wrote about? However long it takes? How long is that?
There we are. That didn't hurt, did it?
What did you just do?
The doctor wants you to sleep. Now that will make sure you do, so lie back. The straps will cut into your wrists if you fight them. Try to breathe slowly. You're sweating. Let me wipe your forehead. That is a nasty cut. Now, you were talking about a tune. The Song of Autumn?
Yes.
I don't think I know it. Can you teach it to me?
That's so nice. It's so cool.
There you go. Now hum it to me. Let me see if I can pick it up. That's beautiful. See how calm it makes you? Your pulse isn't racing anymore. You're starting to relax. See how much better even a little music makes everything? Teach me that song. Teach me all the songs you know. I'd like that. And it will do you good too. So would a nice little sleep now. You're going to be in here for a very, very long time.